guys, welcome back to That Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
I'm Rob.
And we just got finished watching the newest VHS movie on Shudder, VHS Beyond.
I love these anthologies.
I do too. They're perfect for October, perfect for spooky season, perfect for space.
Lately, they either come from like a certain era, like the 80s, 90s, or they have like a certain theme.
They have a certain theme, yes.
And I think this one is more of a theme.
It is, yeah.
With aliens.
Science fiction.
Abducting everything.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
So I was definitely down.
Oh, me too.
I'm a huge UFO nerd.
Mm-hmm, me too.
So say Tom DeLonge was right.
Monsters of California.
Aliens exist, man.
They do. Let's get into it. So how this film opens up is it's basically a documentary style opening where we're introduced to the Barrington house and they talk about the family that lived there, and the oldest son who was left the house is now missing. Was he abducted?
Is that the common thread in this whole story?
Yes, this is the story.
The house?
Yes, the Barrington house.
It goes back to the house now. So that's usually like these VHS anthologies. They have one thing that ties everything in.
They do.
I think it's the house, either that or the UFO documentary, because they keep on going back to like the original, the
original story, which you're correct. It's the documentary and the Barrington house that's like the main. It's the thing that keeps everything going, keps everything together.
I did like how this started out like a UFO documentary. The first story takes place October 30th. Pretty cool time period.
Devil's Night.
We like October. We do.
Our favorite time of year.
It's kind of VHS style, but instead of like camcorder POV, we get a cop cam POV.
Yeah.
This is the NYPD investigating a house call. And when they go into the house, it's very cool. It looks like I don't know if it's a mansion or an old Victorian house, but it looks really cool. At the same time, it looks kind of run down.
Yes, very spooky.
It's very Resident Evil style. We get cops shooting guns. We get zombies with chainsaws coming at them, and everything is from cop cam POV. So, dude, it feels like you're playing like
a video game,
like a first-person shooter game.
Yes.
So,
no, it does. Yeah.
It's definitely awesome, and I was definitely feeling it because you don't know what's coming around each corner. You don't know what's in each room they open up, and it's definitely rad. Turns out in the attic there's like this Birdman creature.
That was really creepy.
He's like,
it looks like Big Bird fell into some acid or something. I have no idea.
Dude, it was wild. And then I think they tried to gun it down, but dude,
that thing kept coming.
It's definitely a must-see. And it's a kick-ass way to kick off this anthology.
Second story in the anthology opens up actually in India. I believe this was filmed in India.
It's like the Britney Spears of India.
Yeah,
right?
Tara. She's a big singer, pop star in India.
I think I just aged myself by saying Britney Spears.
Britney Spears is an icon.
Well, it's
over
like
in the United States.
It's like the Swiftie of India.
Yeah, she's the Taylor Swift.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
We have these two paparazzi guys who are trying to get a glimpse of Tara, who's like the number one, celebrity in the media. Their boss pays them major bucks to sell pictures and stories of Tara. So they miss their first opportunity when she's getting into her limo. Their boss is angry. He's like, you gotta get them, you gotta get the shots. So they follow her.
And wasn't it rumored that she's messing around with witchcraft?
Yeah, she got famous very quickly, and there's like a closed set where they're filming her newest music video, and the two guys are able to sneak in because they know one of the people that works there.
Dude, that freaked me out though, because they were hiding in a freaking closet.
It was really weird, the way this shot is very jumpy because it's a VHS anthology film, so obviously the camera's jumping around. They hide in her trailer, and obviously they shouldn't be doing that anyway, but they unleash something very, very not human, because Tara's actually some kind of robot science fiction demon thing.
And she starts spitting acid
Yeah,
at them,
she
dude.
spits acid and it melts the bones off their hand, off the bones, the skin, everything is gone. All this chaos ensues. People start dying. It's insane. So they were right about Tara. She is indeed not human. I think she was like a demon robot or something. I'm not even sure what she was supposed to be, but
it's just chaos basically on the set of a music video, and pretty rad actually.
It was really cool.
And this one takes place through the POV of a paparazzi camera. Okay, story number 3. Friendis Alone scares the bewilders out of the gym.
It was very scary, yes.
No, you don't understand. It's about skydiving. So if you have a fear of heights or claustrophobia, this is scary. They're getting together to celebrate this guy Zach's birthday, and so it's a bunch of people in a skydiving plane. Of course, POV from like a phone or something. They're like, "What's up, yo?
Yeah.
We're gonna jump out the plane, yo."
Yeah.
And, like, the thing about this is it's something that seems kind of real.
Yeah.
And they kind of set this one up like a blog.
They did.
Or something like that.
It looked like somebody Instagram living it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So, and I think they see a UFO.
Yeah,
I
they
think
do in the sky.
They look out the window and they see a UFO. So for all you UFO fans or people that look for UFOs,
this one's for you.
like myself.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this one is pretty rad, and I think it starts messing with the plane. The plane actually crashes, but they're survivors.
Yeah.
And they land in like a peach field of like.
It was like oranges, right? They were growing. It was like an orange tree field
like
or
a
something.
farm.
Yeah.
And the sickest alien I think I ever saw in my life. His back legs were like coming up like in front of him like this, and he's like.
It looked like a spider or
Dude,
something,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And this one alien is just like tracking down the whole crew, and he's beheading them, and it's really
the gore
brutal,
is crazy.
Dude.
It's very brutal.
And I think one guy tries to escape through a pickup truck, but the alien
they beam him.
Yeah, they beam him through the pickup truck. They lift the pickup truck up like in space.
They do,
Dude,
yeah.
Hell, way to spend your birthday, Zach.
Yeah, this one was probably, I don't know. Was this the scariest one to you, or which one?
No. The look of that alien was scary as hell.
The alien was very scary. Yeah, it's probably the scariest alien I've seen.
He had back legs that ripped around.
Yeah.
Like, ripped around like.
He like a spider. Yeah.
That was his back legs.
Yeah. Yeah. But our fourth story in this anthology.
Is this the Mr. Rogers lady?
Yes, this is this very happy lady who has a YouTube channel about her doggy dream house, doggy daycare. She's very like happy, but you can kind of tell it's the kind of happy where she's trying to hide something or she's kind of sinister a little bit. It's very odd.
And I think the animal rights people get like another YouTube channel that's all about animal rights tracks her down and starts screwing with her.
Yeah.
But they picked the wrong lady
to mess with.
Yeah, like an old lady that makes cookies. But we find much more out about her. I thought it was weird. She had like taxidermy dogs, dude, like on her fireplace.
She stuffed her dogs that had passed away. The YouTube crew sends two of their members in with one of the members' dogs acting like they want to board the animal. But when she notices the hidden camera and like lures them down into the basement, she's like, let me show you where we do everything.
What about her brother Bo?
Yeah.
She has this brother Bo that lives with her. I got a Leatherface vibe.
Yeah.
He's just like backwoods. He's like,
yeah, he just does what she says. He's not all, I don't think he's
no, he wasn't all there, but he was big enough to be dangerous. This guy was like he was like Jed or something.
Yes, he was super scary. I agree. He did remind me of Leatherface. And she lures them downstairs, and what they find is
a
very
crazy-ass
crazy.
twist.
Yes. Yeah, it was insane. She's actually abducting people and turning them into pets by body modification.
She had humans in kennels downstairs.
Yeah, and like sewing dog paws onto people's hands and like snouts onto their mouths, like body modification. Crazy stuff, man.
It makes your skin crawl.
Yeah, this one was probably the ickiest one to watch, I think, like in terms of like because of all the body horror in this. Very, very gnarly, very scary. And it was actually directed by Justin Long and his brother Christian Long, which is really cool because I like Justin Long, yeah.
It was definitely a pretty good story about somebody that seems like a little wholesome going nuts.
Yeah.
And like they're very backwoods when you get down to like finding out the truth. At the end, like this dog human hybrid thing breaks out and starts attacking. It looked a little fake.
It did look fake, but it was cool. It's supposed to be a little campy, I think, so that's why.
It looked like a dude in a dog suit.
Yeah,
it really did.
yeah, no, it did. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be campy though. So, but I enjoyed it. It freaked me out though. The thought of being like turned into a dog while you're still human is like really crazy. So I give it to him for originality. I thought it was great. 5 opens up.
And it's just like, I think it's local Vegas.
It is. It's in the Mojave Desert.
So it seemed like this girl was doing something like that. She was kind of making like a documentary type thing. She was looking for caves or something.
People were seeing like 6 lights, I believe, in the sky every night.
It was a UFO hotspot.
Yeah, it was like and the people that lived there she was doing interviews asking the people what did they see, and they all, different people who weren't around each other all the time, they were all giving the same answer. They saw the lights in the sky.
And I liked all the different interviews she got. They're like, I tell you, there's something in the sky. And then they asked somebody else. It was kind of like Blair Witch interviews.
It kind of was, yeah. It reminded me of that.
Sort of reminded me of that. Like before, like she investigated investigated, like warning her about this place. So that was kind of rad. It was a good setup for it.
I enjoyed like the tension that was built up in this because she's out in the Mojave Desert by herself. It's getting dark. She's recording herself talking, and then she starts seeing the lights in the sky. So of course, what does she do? She follows them.
Now, of course, as a viewer, I was like predicting where this is gonna go. She'll see something. Maybe she'll get some evidence. I did not predict what was gonna happen to her.
No,
I was like, dude.
That's why I was going back and forth whether this one or the one with the skydiving was the scariest one, because the aliens in the skydiving one were very, very, very scary. But in this one, she actually enters this like flesh-like ship.
So did the ship crash for her to go into it?
Yeah, like the ship came down. She followed the lights where it had crashed, and she goes inside the ship, which is made of this like organic material, which is like, it's like the ship is like alive itself.
Yeah.
It's very icky.
I don't know if it was ice or goo. It was
like
something
goo.
like frosty coming off.
Yeah, like it wasn't even, there wasn't even an actual door. It just like split open, like the skin split apart, and she walked inside. She shouldn't have gone inside, but
It was
I
like
mean,
when I was younger, that sock I kept next to my bed.
no, oh, no. She goes inside though, and she starts touching stuff, and I guess she starts flicking this thread, but it's like a very, very sharp thread, and she cuts her finger. These little particles start coming down, and they actually like try to stitch up her finger, but they end up like giving her more of like a claw for a finger. It was weird.
Dude,
like
a part of me was like, where's this story going? Turns out she's like stuck on an alien ship, and she looks out the window and sees Earth.
yeah, she's in space now.
So I'm like, dude, she literally like wound up in space.
Yeah.
By herself. It wasn't like there were aliens around her.
No, she was by herself,
So
like
dude,
in the
what the
ship.
hell? She's like drifting in space?
Yeah, when the alien did come back on the ship, they didn't notice her, and they just got into one of those like the tanks that the Alien franchise had. What are they called? A cryostasis chamber, I believe it's called. The being like alive for a long period of time, so that they're able to travel through space. And she had actually talked about that earlier in this story, talking about how the closest galaxy to us, it would take 28 years to get there, but in that span of time, like 1,000,000 years would have gone by on Earth. It was something crazy like that. So they kind of built it up in a smart way, so when she's stuck in this situation, we know she's screwed. Like, she can't get out.
Yeah, but after all that craziness, I think it goes back to the original guy that bought the flea market tape, and he's in his apartment. It looks like an alien stalking his bed.
Yeah.
Like watching him sleep. And I think at the same time, they're going back to the original Alien documentary, a
They
UFO
are.
documentary. All the stories come full circle in this.
They do.
Just like every other VHS film. So I think this is a really good installment, and it's a little bit different than what we're used to seeing in movies. It's similar but different.
It's different because it's science fiction horror,
Yeah,
which is really cool. It's
I
like one of my favorites.
I like the
genres.
sci-fi thing
Yeah.
they threw in. So.
I loved that. I loved it. Every story was very scary, very freaky. To be honest, my favorite one was probably the skydiving one, the one that you
I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah,
though,
but
so.
that was probably my favorite one because it was probably the scariest.
The first one I liked a lot.
Yeah, the Resident Evil
Resident
one.
Evil.
Yeah, no, they were all very well done. I really enjoyed all the VHS movies that we've watched. I'd have to give this like an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it.
I was gonna say 7.5.
10.5. Okay.
Yeah, I think it deserves like 7.5.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really good.
It's better than average on the high end of pretty awesome.
No, I loved it. I would watch it again. I thought it was well done. So make sure you guys comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Have you seen VHS Beyond? What did you think? What was your favorite segment of the story? Let us know. Make sure you're subscribing to our channel and hitting the bell to be notified when we drop all of our new horror movie reviews, horror movie trailer breakdowns, Daryl Dixon show recaps. Make sure you're subscribing, guys, if you're enjoying our content. We really, really, really appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, share, and like I said, subscribe. And we also have awesome hats on our spread shop store with t-shirts, mugs, that sort of thing. If you want to check that out, we have that on our main YouTube page. You just go to our spread shop account. It's linked to our YouTube page. You can check it out.
You can check out this movie on Shudder too.
Yeah, you can also check this movie out on Shudder. I believe the other VHS movie should be on there too. So check
And
those
Joe
out.
Bob and Darcy.
Joe Bob and Darcy too. Again, I'm Kaylee.
I'm Rob.
And we hope you guys have a wonderful spooky season, and we'll see you guys soon.
Peace.
Oh yeah.